Harry Maguire.
Harry Maguire, it was a bad bet for him to come to United. I think he's been unfortunate. He's a good player though, but he has failed to satisfy, what an ideal player of Man United should be like. So I don't think he has done anything to emulate. We know what he's been doing. We know what he did even in the World Cup. For his nation Argentina in the World Cups.
Well, on Manchester United fan.
Yes.
Bench, keep or sell?
Yes.
David De Gea.
David De Gea, if you asked me about David De Gea in 2018, 2019, I would say sell. But now, I would suggest that we keep. For now. There are some games that I would personally refer to them as De Gea games, which we have won purely because of De Gea's saves. And that is clear to any Man United fan or any, EPL or football fan. Yeah, so De Gea, we would keep him for now, but I don't know how long it will take. Yeah.
Rafael Varane.
Keep. The reasons are obvious. He just came in last season, and he has done something, pretty well. He's been working, very well with. He appears to be the one centre back who has been maintained by both Ole Gunnar and now Ten Hag. Only that he's now being paired sometimes with Shaw, sometimes with Martinez, and Maguire at the very least. So, yeah, Varane will keep.
Okay, Lisandro Martinez.
Keep because we know what he's been doing. We know what he did even in the World Cup. For his nation Argentina in the World Cups. So, and he just came in August. So I mean, there are some players you just have, whether they're performing well now or not, you just have to give them some time to adjust to the Premier League tone. Yeah.
Harry Maguire.
Sad though, he's been our captain for quite some time, and it appears that according to Ten Hag and the way things are, it appears that he has become surplus to requirements. He's now, I don't know, fourth choice. He rarely appears. So for his own benefit, and so that he can again appear in the World Cups of 2026, it is sad, but I would suggest that he is sold.
Okay, sell. Scott
McTominay, I would say keep. Though, of course, Casemiro came in. It appears that he has taken up his space, but we are in a position where Scott McTominay can continue fighting for his space. Yeah, Casemiro is 30 years. I mean, so compare Casemiro with Scott McTominay. Casemiro, probably his football heydays will be fewer than Scott's. So he still has some time.
Luke Shaw,
keep. Though he's been having many injuries. Sometimes he acquires injuries for a year or two. But judging by his current form, I would suggest that he is kept. Though for some time Ten Hag stopped using him, especially after the 6-3, that shameful defeat
by Manchester
City. That is the last game he played, and then he again started playing in this just
like a few games ago.
Yes. Yeah. So
okay, Diego Dallo
has been unfortunate to some extent. Now I understand now he has an injury. And he's fighting for a space with who?
The Wan-Bissaka.
Yes. So I understand at some point he was to be sold or he was to go on loan, but somehow Ten Hag changed his mind and he decided to keep him because there are some games he's on and off. There are some games he'll play well. There are those which he flops, but we can keep him for a few, or we bench him right now.
Bench him. Okay, yeah. So Tyre Malacia.
No, Malacia is good. Malacia is one of the players that have been helping Man United of late. Only that again he's been benched by, is it Shaw?
Yeah.
Yes, Shaw. Yeah, but he's been doing well in the fullback. Is it right?
Right, left.
Right, left at times.
Yeah.
Yes. So for now we keep him. Malacia falls under that category of players who just arrived the other day, and you don't want to judge them with 6 months.
Okay. Yeah. Victor Lindelof.
Wow. There are some players that are making Victor Lindelof disappear. They are making him look like someone who doesn't perform. But in my opinion, there are many games, especially when you are starting off the league. You have about 4 or 5 different cups to fight for, and you need a nice depth. So we will keep him.
Keep. Christian Eriksen.
Keep him. There are those who, when Christian Eriksen was coming to Man United, because I think he came on a free
transfer.
Yes, having suffered that the unfortunate heart attack. Yeah. So there are those who are a bit worried that what is Christian Eriksen coming to do?
Yeah.
But I think he has proved his worth, and I mean, your guess is as good as mine. You don't need any explanation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Casemiro.
Keep.
Easy keep.
Yeah, easy keep. Nothing much to say.
Okay.
The record
Fred Rodriguez. Fred.
Yeah, our pastor. Fred has been amazing sometimes. Sometimes it appears that when he comes from the bench is when he performs well. I don't know. Again, that's the whole idea of trying to keep a good depth that will fit into many matches that are upcoming. For like since December, Man United has been playing like 2 games per week.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, non-stop. Yeah, so he might be benched.
Okay. Bruno Fernandes.
What do I need to say?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Okay, Donny van der Beek.
Donny van der Beek, it was a bad bet for him to come to United. I think he's been unfortunate. He's a good player though, but he has failed to satisfy what an ideal player of Man United should be like. So I don't think he has done anything to emulate, coupled with injuries, of course. I understand even right now he might not be there for the remaining of the season, and this is January, imagine. So sell.
Facundo Pellistri.
Facundo Pellistri, his debut was just the other day.
Yeah.
During the League Cup quarterfinals, and he did well. He's a young man from Uruguay, so we need to keep him. He's 18 years. I mean, he has a bright future.
Okay, Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
Aaron Wan-Bissaka was just a few games away from being, repatriated back to Crystal Palace.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but of late he started. I think when you have quite a number of players who are vying for the same position, it helps some players style up, pull up their socks and make
fight
things
for
work.
Their position.
Yes, and do what is expected of them.
Okay.
So keep him.
Anthony Elanga,
maybe he needs to go on loan.
Okay.
Not necessarily to be sold completely. He can go on loan as his progress is monitored. He's not a bad player.
Okay.
He has a bright future. These are young players who still have a lot of time to upgrade themselves.
Showcase their talent.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anthony Martial.
Martial of today is not the Martial of 2015, 2016, 2017 there. A young person in his a teenager of today, a United fan who is a teenager today would not believe that there was a time Martial had, I think, over 20 goals a season.
Yeah.
Yeah. That, I think it was 2016, 2017 or 17-18. In fact, the other day, even 2020, 2019, 2020, the league that was interfered by COVID, Martial was on form. But of late, I remember even there was a time Martial was even ahead of Rashford in terms of the total number of goals scored by United. But now look at today, Rashford is almost at 110. Martial is still, I don't know, he's not even attained 90, he's I think 84, 83. So I think it's high time we gave him an opportunity to try something else.
Okay. Anthony.
Himself. Anthony, 50-50.
Okay.
He has not turned out to be a player that we expected him to be. He is not turned out to play a match that a player of his caliber ought to have played. You know, Anthony is now the second most expensive player of Man United after Paul Pogba.
Yeah, sure.
I think we bought him, 84 million pounds.
Yeah.
And he has not proved the worth of that 84 million pounds. But benefit of doubt, just came in 6 months ago. We also need to understand that EPL is not that easy. It comes with its own, challenges. So for a player who has not been in EPL for quite some time, because Anthony was in Holland, it's called R what?
Anthony was in?
No, he was in Ajax, but there's a league, RD something. Yeah, that one.
Jadon Sancho.
Jadon Sancho, I would say we keep him. He's done a season at United, but though I also feel he has underperformed. That is not the Sancho that we expected.
Yeah.
With his massive goal assists at Borussia Dortmund, compared to what he has done at United, I don't know. Maybe it was, but I thought the German Bundesliga is a bit tough. So I don't know what happened when it came for Premier League, but maybe we give him one more season, see what he can do.
So Phil Jones.
Oh, Phil Jones left a long time. In terms of his input,
okay,
I do no longer consider him a Man United player. Yeah. I think, with all due respect, during his heydays, he did very well, but unfortunately injuries started cropping up, and he couldn't continue. He became inconsistent, and even nowadays he doesn't play. So I don't know, maybe he's just there because of the respect for him from the club,
and maybe also the contract.
Yeah, the contract, but I no longer consider him a Man United player as such.
Okay, Alejandro Garnacho.
No, Alejandro Garnacho is good. There are some, game decider goals that he has, scored. Remember the one versus Fulham, the 2-1, and even the one, during when we were playing with Man City, that goal, the assist, and the general, work put that he brought in during the Man City game, because he changed the game completely. Yeah, so we'll keep him.
And finally, Marcus Rashford.
No, Marcus Rashford, we don't have to say anything.
Nothing to say.
He's on form, and we wish him well. We hope that he can continue with that.
Winning.
Though we missed his goal, we missed his goal during the Crystal Palace game, and that is how we couldn't win that.